Hey guys, welcome again to the KGKProductionz. This is KGK speaking. So now we're going to go over another character for you to make for SoulCalibur 5. Now, if you saw the previous video, we made a video for making Spawn and Dark Age Spawn. But let's twist it up a little bit this time. We're still going to be involved in the Marvel series, of course. But we're going to switch up from being, sinister, dark, vengeance, gory kind of guy to more of a traditional superhero. A lot of people like the X-Men series. So I tried to do one of the characters. In particular, one of my favorites is Cyclops. So today we'll be showing you how to make Cyclops. Now this is what I got at the end of, doing everything to make Cyclops. After all the equipment, all the coloring, the stickers, as annoying as the stickers got for me personally the first time I did it. But we're going to basically show you how to make this same look. He looks really close to Cyclops. As a matter of fact, to me, he looks like a DLC. He's just missing his logo. If you can figure out how to add his logo without using too much stickers, please email me and let me know how to do it so I can tell people how to do it in this video. So let's start by going to the body. His height has to be 4. Not the highest, not the maximum height, but 4. It's normal, your average height. Set his face to about 20. And for the hair type, pick the first one, Region. It seems to really get that Cyclops look and feel. His eyebrows, I set it to 19. I believe 19 is like the really thin eyebrows. Part of the reason is because this way you don't see the eyebrows through like the visor. And when the thing gets knocked off, if they knock off the equipment, there's actually eyebrows there. You don't want it set to no eyebrows and the equipment comes off and he looks like a little fucking monster, Give him some decent eyebrows to work with. Works really well. Alright, his voice type, I picked the Reliable Leader. I thought that worked, decently well with him. Set the pitch to 7 and the tone to 7. Guess it's more of a personal opinion. You can set it to whatever you want. Now for his build, set his upper arms to 2, forearms to 2, his pecs are set to -6, hips at -20, thighs are set to -1, calves are set to -2, and his stomach is set to -20. Same thing goes for waist, and last but not least, for muscle mass, of course, set at 4. You can see the definition through his outfit. Now with the basics done, go to equipment. For undergarments, rubber leotard. We're not doing any of that right now. Whoa, that's disgusting. Rubber unitard. Leotard is kind of gross to me. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead and use a rubber unitard. The unitard works here because, well, it gives that, X-Men look for the outfits. Spandex, stretchy, really tight. I don't know how he felt comfortable in that outfit, but it looks like Cyclops. It's cool. Pick the rubber unitard. Should work out very well for you. Next, you have to add a belt. Yet again, the Thieves belt. Works really well for a lot of superheroes. For his belt on his waist, give him the Marquis belt. Because he's supposed to have like an X-Men logo, I believe, on the belt. Could be wrong about saying that. But since I can't do that in this game. Give him some kind of belt that has some kind of design, and the Marquis belt is the one I have present. For his arm equipment, leather gloves seem to work. He doesn't have fingertip gloves. He has the full regular gloves. Give him some knee socks, because he's supposed to have some socks on. And give him lace boots. Lace boots are right there. You can see them. The white ones. Yeah. Alright, now, a lot of people want to know, how the hell do I do those damn glasses? You don't go to glasses, you don't go to headgear. What you do is a little trick that one of my friends put me on and I basically added to it. He added a crescent moon to him to give him the red lens. So I added a second one and just adjusted the size, that way it would look more like his glasses as well as a cylinder. Now I'm basically going to tell you how I did these 3 steps. So I'm going to show you where I placed everything. For the little crescent moon pieces, I put them at the head And here's where I set the initial value so that way you can get, you know, the actual position that you want. Just check it out. Alright? Just set the values exactly as you see here, and you should be just fine for that. This is for the first crescent moon piece. Second crescent moon piece, same thing, same location, but different numbers. Horizontals at 1, vertical -37. You get the picture. Hopefully you can read this stuff. I really hope you're not blind. No discrimination to anyone who's blind, but don't feel like reading all the numbers. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go to this cylinder piece. To get the little pieces at the side of his head, you can't add like a half circle piece like for a scouter or something. So what you do is you add a cylinder and have the cylinder actually go through his head piece. Like right through his head, right in the middle. So this is the position for the cylinder, and you have to set a certain size to everything. See, width I set to -50, width is at -10, depth is at -50, vertical and back you can see the numbers, the angle is 92, etc. Alright, so that's the location of everything that you need to do for this guy. So you should have a basic mesh or a basic outlook at waist. Okay. So now we have to worry about the color for Cyclops. So let's go down to colors, patterns, and stickers. Skin color is going to be an average skin color. Undergarment, same thing. Most of that stuff you don't touch. You do have to touch the hair color. Set the hair color to 9/6/29. This will affect both his hair color and his eyebrows. Eye color doesn't really matter. You can set it to a hazel. It should work just fine. Now what's most important is doing his equipment. For his undergarment color, set his undergarment color to about 9/41/22. This way you get that blue color that you want. Now for the belt, set the belt to about 9/10/13. That's about a good decent yellow for him to have. And then you want him to have like the little red stripes that he has on his belt. So you can't really do that. Play with the daggers. I set the daggers to each 9/2/14. The other one was actually set to 9/3/17. I thought that the two would match better because the same numbers didn't really give me the same color. Just they're different. You know, to me, it look like the different materials or something. I don't know. That's my opinion. Alright, for now, the next thing we have to go to is the hip equipment's colors. The first color we set to like a darkish red. I did 9/2/24. That worked very well for me. Then the little jewel inside the belt, set it to 03/31. That seems to work really well for Cyclops' belt. His overall belt color, the same thing, 9/10/13, whatever color you want for the belt, as long as it's a decent color yellow. Now the gloves, you know, 9/10/21, make it higher, make it lower. It's up to you. You could do 9/10/18 as well. I might keep it like that. I actually like it like that. It looks kind of better. Now for the feet, the same thing. Basically the same concept, you know. Kind of gets contradictory at this point. You know what color you want everything to be. Basically like a yellow. What we do have to worry about though for the color is the special equipment. This is where it gets fun. So what you have to do is make sure you know which special equipment you're coloring because you have two identical equipments. So you want to make sure you have the inner crescent moon that's going to work for your lens, and the outer crescent moon that's going to work for the lens covering, like the casing, like the frame. The inner lens, you want to make it a red. 9/4/15 works. Gives it the illusion that it's Cyclops' glasses. His actual glasses set. The outer lens, the same thing. It's getting kind of contradictory. It's not contradictory, repetitive. I'm sorry about that. I'm using the wrong words here. It's getting really repetitive. It's like, you know what to do. Make it a yellow. You're not going to make it green. Make it yellow. If you make it green, you're stupid. Please make it yellow. Alright, now, this is where it gets fun. The cylinder, same thing. Make it yellow. Make sure it blends with the crescent moon. It's supposed to go with the crescent moon so you can't tell the difference. should look like one connected piece. That's the easy part. This is where it gets hard. The problem with the rubber leotard is it only goes to a certain part of the neck. It doesn't go up to his chin. So this is where you have to play with stickers. If you notice that one side of the chin is a little different from the other side, it's because I use stickers. I mean, you could probably get a better job, but this is kind of a quick done deal. I did it really fast. You're going to want 2 square stickers, a motif 3 from the actual sticker slot. Pick motif 3, set the color to 94220, and what you want to do is basically stick them like on his neck. You're going to have to basically figure out what kind of like angle you want the stickers to really go. At this point, you could do this part. What you're going to have to do is basically put a sticker under his actual chin. I believe this is what I put under his actual chin. I can't really tell because it doesn't light up when you select it. Then the other one I used, I put like at the side of his face or at the back of his neck. Basically, you got to play around with this a little bit, but if you play around with it the right way, it should work out for you. The next thing I used on his head, I used some Japanese. Wow, that's not Japanese, that's Chinese. I don't know my language. I'm sorry, people. That's Chinese characters. I don't see a difference. Don't mean to offend any Asians. I don't see a difference. I don't think anyone really cares. But, yeah, Chinese characters. I used the Chinese character number 5. It's close to a straight line, so you can just toss it up there. The reason why I use this one is because the game has a stupid little feature where after about 6 polygon stickers, you can't use any more polygon stickers. It's stupid, it's annoying. So the only way to get around it is by using other stickers like the Japanese, I keep saying Japanese, Chinese stickers. The Chinese stickers, you have to use those. So, or you can use a couple of stars, you can use the pictures, but you can't use the polygons. It's a really stupid thing. It's a really stupid problem. So you gotta play around with these ones and just get the right angle to make it look like he has that headgear without having to cover his actual head. Like he has in the cartoons and stuff. Now for this part here, you're going to have to make a few more stickers. These stickers are going to be for the shorts. What you're going to do, if I move this up, you probably can see it better. No, I don't think you see it at all. It's not showing it. At least not from this angle. Okay, here it is. It's more towards the inside pants leg. If you can see that right there, that's where I'm going to have a little bit of problem with this video. Stick with me for this part. You can kind of see it going up and down. You're going to want to have like one big sticker that goes underneath that's completely like yellow. Then you're going to want to basically cover each leg separately with 2 large, yet again, square stickers. Put them at their maximum like actual size. Bring down its vertical position. This is where you can cover the bottom part of the pants leg and make it look like the underwear set or like the short set that he has outside his actual outfit. See, I have the second one set to upper body, the first one is set to the left leg, the third one is set to upper body, and the last one is set to the left leg. There's different ways for you to get this outcome, but for the most part, basically you're going to want one big sticker, followed by 2 other big stickers that I put over the legs. That way you get the shorts look, and then like a last sticker for like the last detail. It's a basic, quick explanation of the stickers, I guess. It's really hard to explain this one for the stickers. But that's it for Cyclops. That's pretty much all you gotta do. I showed you how to do the pictures a little bit. You should know how to do a decent picture. If you really have problems doing pictures, please let me know in the messages, and I might do a video for pictures, but that's a possibility. Anyway, this is it for Cyclops. Watch it for our next video. KGK revealed. This is